think this will work. Since I got a lot of questions how it was going for me once I stopped Mounjaro, I wanted to kind of give you a little update because I haven't done a video for a long time. I had started a new job, and then just recently I got COVID again. So I've been out dealing with that, and I've been away from work for a long time, sitting around feeling sorry for myself and eating a lot. So, or after I stopped taking Mounjaro, I definitely started feeling hungry again. And it wasn't something I was used to, because for like whatever 7 months I had been on Mounjaro and then just not being hungry, and I didn't care what we ate.
Girl dinner, girl dinner, girl dinner, oh, girl dinner.
Didn't get hungry, wasn't hungry when I woke up ever. If anything, I was nauseous. And now I have been dealing with the hunger. I guess it wasn't something I was thinking about after I stopped Mounjaro, so definitely had hunger. I haven't been eating great.
I love you.
I have been not focusing on my health so much as to just focusing on learning my new job and getting used to that. So comfort food has definitely been one of the things I've been going for, that expect hunger to come back and cravings. And you know, I can't handle all that I wanted to eat. Like, you know, I guess because I'm assuming my stomach shrank, or my body's not used to that, having that much food. So sometimes the food just tastes so good that I just keep eating, and so that I eat too much and then I have stomach aches. So it's almost like I have to tell myself, hey, I can't eat like I used to. I don't think I should be eating so much. But you know how when you serve yourself up a big plate of food, you think, you know, your eyes are bigger than your stomach? Is that the word? The term? Yeah, it's a term. Your eyes are bigger than your stomach. That was it. Yeah. So that's what I've been dealing with. And in a way, that's good. I haven't checked the scale for a long time because I know it's not going to be lower than what it was after I just stopped Mounjaro. So I haven't been looking. Contemplating on starting up again. I'm thinking maybe I will go to my doctor's appointment in September, let my doctor know I had to stop taking it because of a new job. My insurance was going to cover it, so I just figured, why even go that route when I might be waking up nauseous, not wanting to go to work, blah. And I didn't want to jeopardize the job. Maybe I should go back to the smaller dosage, or lesser dose. Maybe I should go to the lesser dose and try to see if my insurance will cover it. If they, you know, maybe there's like a prior auth situation that it needs to go through. I don't know. Anywho, so I thought maybe I should start again, try it again if my doctor will allow, and if my insurance will allow some coverage. And if my insurance doesn't, I see a lot of ads on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. They'll pop up because I've been probably talking about Mounjaro so much, and my phone is listening to me, and I just keep on getting ads pop up on, you know, get Mounjaro, get tirzepatide, or get Zepbound. I don't know. It was like saying, get all these without going to your doctor. Only blah, 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 blah. Our doctors will give you the prescription. La, la, la. So maybe if I qualify for getting it outside of my doctor's office, maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll try it and see if it works. I'm getting married in May, so of next year, obviously. Not that I'm all that concerned about being my thinnest, that's for sure. I know reality. So reality being that I don't have those dream thoughts about me being in this size, 2 or size 6 wedding gown, like just family, not even just family. So just immediate family if they want to be there for like kind of a get together. I know there will be pictures because I'm going to want pictures. Will he want pictures? Who knows? He probably doesn't care. He's not the type of guy that cares about that stuff. But I'm going to want pictures, and I don't want to look my biggest. I just would like to look like I'm decent or at least somewhat proud. That's all I'm trying for. Because being a little over 40, I'm not a skinny mini 20-year-old anymore. So I got my reality. But I really do need to notch it down a bit on my eating. I'm thinking I kind of want to try it. Because you didn't have to think about anything. You just didn't want to eat. And that was great. So I do miss that. Since I'm going to be putting a video out telling people that, I am getting married again. So this isn't my first wedding. I'm 41. Dang, how old am I? I know that's a little sad. Yeah, I'm 41. I'm 41. Anyways.
Yeah. Wow.
So being 41, this is not my first marriage. And he is going to be turning 40 this year. So I'm a little older, but not much. We're basically the same age. He was born in 83. No, I was born in 83. He was born in 84. So, anywho, been married before once, and I've been married before twice. So we don't want to make it a huge, huge deal. Don't want to put our families through all of that again. And I know it's not like families are like, oh my gosh, I have to go to another wedding. Well, maybe, I don't know. But I'm just thinking they've seen me get married a couple times already and then get divorced. Obviously, in their thoughts, I know what they're probably thinking. Like, oh, when's the divorce on this one?
Oh, that's your thing.
What?
Your thing, that you're the guy who gets divorced.
That's not my thing.
So, reality is that I don't want to put them through that. Getting a gift, hearing me talk about it like crazy, where it's going to be and who's going to be in the wedding and decoration, invitations. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. I know that's horrible to say, but being through it twice already, I know I don't want to put myself through all that too. That's a lot of work. And I think anyone who's gone through even just one wedding, one go round, knows that's a lot of work and a lot of money. So my first wedding was when I was 20 years old, and my parents paid for it. Obviously, I was too young, and it was my first wedding, and tradition, I guess we did the traditional. I was blessed to be able to have a traditional one where my parents paid. And we got married on a boat and had a honeymoon that we could somewhat afford. Wasn't exciting, just Vegas. We're close here in Oregon. It's not like we were flying up to Florida or something, flying over to Florida. So Vegas, and so that was the first marriage, and we were together for a total of like 7 years. I grew apart from him, and I decided to go. No kids. Luckily, I guess you could say. But I do wish I had kids. Second marriage, I was 29 or 30. It was 29 or 30. Because I could remember thinking, well, at least, this was 10 years from my last wedding. I tried to think that, that was better, getting married again. because I was more grown up, you know, being a whole 10 years older. I thought this is, you know, I knew what I was doing. You always do. And I think I do now, but you know, I still have doubts because I've seen the past, so I know nothing's forever. This is what I'm trying for. I feel like this is the right move for me. Will it be that? For sure. Only God knows.
I do not love getting divorced.
I hope and pray to God that this is going to be my last marriage. Of course, I was raised only to have one. I don't go into a marriage thinking, well, someday, you know, when I get divorced, my second marriage will be, you know, you don't go into thinking it that way. Now that I've gotten a little older, obviously there's always older people, wiser people. I'll be turning 42 in January next year, so I'll be 42. Okay, I'm just now pondering the fact that the beginning of every decade, I might have a marriage. Oh, crap. Okay. Let's just not think about that right now.
I'm fine. Totally fine. I don't know why it's coming out all loud and squeaky, because really, I'm fine.
Okay. Before I think about that too long, I'm rethinking my life choices right now. Anyways, trying to make this a positive video. Positive. I've been married at 20. I've been married at 30. I'm getting another marriage at 40. Oh boy. If there's any therapists out there that might know that this is a thing, or is this just, you know, happens to be? That's how my life went.
Why? Why? Oh, that's why.
This is normal. Okay, let's go back to positive stuff. Boy, I hope I don't get remarried when I'm 50. Crap.
No. Well.
Okay, anyways. So maybe I'll talk about more about relationships later, if people even think to care. I don't have a lot of friends. So I got this marriage planned with Nick in May next year. Mid-May, because there's too much going on apparently in the summer. June is birthdays, basketball for teenager, and another vacation that another family member has, and apparently 2 high school graduations for my niece and nephew. So June has got so much going on in it with it, and because I'm price conscious, it's more expensive to go do things in June on the Oregon coast than in May, turns out. So in May, it's like at least $1,000 some cheaper to stay the night than in June. So we're gonna go to the Oregon coast and stay.
Help me, I'm poor.
And I just wondered, has anyone had a tiny wedding? I'm not doing invitations. I'm not doing cake like that. I'm not even sure if I'm wearing a wedding gown. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a wedding dress. Not a traditional one anyways. I'm going to want to wear something nice for photos. But for your 3rd wedding, do you wear a wedding dress? And then what does he wear? Like, what if I do decide to wear a wedding dress and he's like shorts and a t-shirt over there, you know? I don't know. I don't know what we should do. I mean, obviously if it means that much to me and I tell him, oh yeah, I want you in a suit, he probably will do it with a lot of backlash.
Hell no, to the no, 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 yeah, to the no.
But I don't want him in a suit. That's the thing. Like, I wouldn't want to put him through that. Maybe I'll just have him wear a button-up shirt. Because in May, it won't be too hot. That's what we like. We do not like the heat whatsoever. So I was thinking, if anyone had ideas on a small little wedding where it's only going to be our immediate family, if that, if they decide to want to come. I don't know if they're actually going to watch us get married. And I don't know if I want them to watch us get married. You know, I think maybe it should be more of like a private thing between the two of us. But I don't want to pay for us. I don't want to pay for someone to marry us. Is that sad? I don't know. That's maybe a little sad. But I also don't want to go to the courthouse because I think that's sad. This is where I struggle. So, this may be going to sound weird, but I got my older sister to get ordained or to like have the power to marry us. And surprisingly, it's free and very easy to do. Like I could do it right now. And in our state, because I checked on the laws and stuff, our state of Oregon doesn't require them to be official. Like they don't have to be a preacher, pastor, clergy member, or boat captain, or they don't have to have that. They said if you are for some reason questioned in the paperwork, it's nice to have your little certificate printed out from their company, which is like, it was like $40 or something. I don't know. I guess my plan is for her to marry us. She doesn't know what she's doing. Why would she? You know? And I just said, hey, do you want to marry us? Because I don't know who's going to marry us. I don't go to church anymore. He doesn't go to church, like ever. Didn't want to make it this big, huge thing where we would go to a place to get married. So what do? You know, you find someone who knows you, who you love, who marries you. That's what I thought. But now, the more and more I think about it, like, what is she gonna say? So anyways, I asked her, do you want me to just like write out what you should say? Do you want to do it? And she's like, yeah, go ahead and just tell me what you want me to say. I'm like, okay. So I still need to do that, but we got time. And I still don't know if I want everyone watching us, because I don't know. It's going to be at a house. I don't want to say too much now, but it's going to be at a house, not my house. We're going to have food. We'll just have people over. We're going to cook for them. If they want to bring stuff, they can, but they don't have to. We're going to have good food and a family get together. And it's going to be just happens to be the day we get married. Logistics of getting married in Oregon, like, it just seems like anyone can marry you. Pay the fee, make sure it's all in the time frame, mail it back, and boom, you're legally married. The hard part is the actual marriage and choosing every day to love that person and be married to them. That's the hard part. I know I don't want to go through what I've done in the past, where I've done the big cakes, the photography, the bridal shower, the bachelorette parties, all of that. And that's not what matters. So at least I've learned my lesson. So I always have to learn the hard way. Does anyone know what you would do if you were me? Say if you were getting married for your third time, you don't have a ton of money to spend on things and you don't really want to anyways. So yeah, I could save up, maybe, but I could, you know, eventually put a big old credit card down on stuff, but I don't want to. We are someday going to be wanting to buy a house. there's bigger priorities, and our life moving forward is more important than one day. And I now know the importance of that. So what would you do? Should I have people watch us get married at 40 plus years old? Or should I have like an intimate little thing with him and I, Molly, marrying us with the two girls, which will, like, Nick's girls, which are our girls. Should we just do that? I don't know. I just don't want to put people through things. Would they get mad at me if they come over and we say, oh, we already got married. We're just, we wanted to have people over for a little get together afterwards. The party. It's the little reception. I looked for people who would just marry you at the Oregon coast. And it's a good amount of money. It's not just a couple $100. It's like at least $900. And they're like, oh, this is what is included. They make it sound fancy, but it's not. It's like we go over things with you. Basically, that's all it was. Like, we talk about what we're going to talk about, what you want the feel to be with your wedding. So you have like a little talk before the actual day, and then they drive in one of the locations they say that they can do, and then that's it. I'm sorry, but I'm not paying $800 to $1,000 for that. That's crazy. Is there any suggestions you would have for someone like this, in this predicament? What did you guys do? What have you done? Well, yeah. We're not going to do a honeymoon. We don't have the money for it. We've been living and together for over 5 years. I just don't feel like that's something that's needed. But I am going to have somewhere on the Oregon coast, just him and I, for at least a night or two, just so that we have the kind of getaway, in a way. Getaway. And we have never spent the night at a hotel or anywhere else. We have spent the night in his trailer hunting, just the two of us, which was not a vacation, let me tell you. But we haven't actually been to a hotel or a place and spent the night, just the two of us, in like a vacation way. Like, his idea of getting away for fun is going hunting or camping. And that means sleeping in a very uncomfortable mattress in his toy hauler that's going downhill, and we need a new one, but money. Or sleeping in a tent. It's very uncomfortable with air mattresses that keep leaking. And if they're not leaking, they're still super cold and uncomfortable. And then I have to roll off of it just to get onto the ground in the tent, get up. My body hurts. Okay, and that does a lot on me. It's a lot. Anyway, that goes into the whole, like, I'm trying to lose weight and get healthy thing. So I'm not hurting so bad. Like, just right now, my leg hurts. And I don't know. It's because I messed up my hip. I got off topic. Oh, okay. So his idea was for going out and doing something fun is hunting, camping, outdoors, sleep in a tent, whatever. Or a toy hauler's mattress that's very uncomfortable. So we've never actually gone on a vacation. Just
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
tonight. We have gone to a hotel, all four of us and the two girls, for basketball a couple times. We once had to go to Idaho for a basketball tournament and spend a couple nights. And then we also had to go to the Oregon coast, and we spent a couple nights there for a tournament. But obviously there's no romance there. So it's nothing romantic. It was just, we're there because we had to be. and it was stressful. I wanted to at least have a night or two away with him, just me and him, at the house where we were gonna rent out. So my thoughts, it's gonna be Pacific City. It was either Pacific City, Lincoln City, or Newport is where we're gonna stay on the Oregon coast, because we're not that far. We're like, I think we're like 2 hours away, I think. We have grown up, well, at least I have grown up going to the coast many times, and that's one of my favorite places. What would you do? Or do you have any ideas for me? All right, talk to you later.